If you are experiencing foundation issues, get a free estimate from Ox Foundations.
Joining us this morning is Earl Lewis from the Carehouse here in town. Many of you know Earl from his days in coaching and writing, and he's been a part of this community for a long, long time. And Earl, we welcome you to the show this morning. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas and good morning. Glad to be here.
Well, we're glad to have you. The Carehouse presenting the Carols of Christmas. So this is not the first year for this either.
No, I was trying to count to be sure I'm right. I think it's either the 6th or 7th year we've done this, and been very successful with it. And the public seems to enjoy it, so we're going to keep on as long as we can keep on.
And Coach Lewis has got that raspy voice like when he was coaching. He's hollering at those kids and stuff. So we ask you to bear with us this morning. The Carols of Christmas, and what is the purpose of the event, Earl?
Well, it's actually a fundraiser and a publicity thing for the Carehouse. A way to have our name out in the public, and as well as raise a little bit of money and some canned goods. And
Talk about the Carehouse before we get to the benefit event.
Okay, Carehouse has been in existence since 1985 in Sylacauga. It's been a nonprofit organization to help provide food and clothing for needy people, and that's it in a nutshell. It's sponsored by some 25 or 26 local churches, businesses, civic clubs, school groups, a lot of people that help us keep it running.
I was by First Presbyterian Church just a few days ago, and y'all do your big Christmas push, and man, there were people everywhere.
Yeah, we had a good crowd. Very honestly, though, we served less this Christmas than we have since I've been there. Not a huge amount less, but less, and I take that as a good sign. Maybe there's not quite as many. The economy is better, and maybe there's not quite as many people hungry right now.
The Carehouse right here on Broadway in Sylacauga, and near the churches of First Methodist and First Baptist. And you mentioned the churches; they do a lot of work, and monetarily and as far as volunteers to help out.
Right, they furnish volunteer workers for us every week during the year. Not the same church. We alternate and have a different church every week, and don't fail to mention First Presbyterian because they furnish the facility for us. That the building we're in, a lot of people don't remember this, but it's old Dr. Craddock Sr.'s house that he built right after World War I, and lived there until the 1960s sometime when he moved up on the hill on Capitol Drive. But it belongs to First Presbyterian Church, and we lease it for $1 a year. And we never have paid it. I carried $1 over there one day, and they wouldn't take it, so I never need to try again.
The Carols of Christmas. The Carehouse presenting Carols of Christmas. It's going to be Thursday night over at First Presbyterian Church. What's going to be happening?
Well, we're going to have a lot of singing, a lot of playing, and we've got 2 local groups that are very popular around here. Both of them are fairly well known. First one is the Spring Street 4, and you see them on the screen right there with Steve Lewis, Matt Crocker, Rocky Lucas, and Katie Simpkins. They're good. Just to be honest, they are. And there's the other local group, the Camaradas, and on the front there you see Robin Lewis, my daughter, who's the accompanist for that group, and then Tracy Carr and Katie Simpkins on the next row, Bruce Carr, Steve Lewis, my son, and David Simpkins on the back row.
Why is it that you're not included in that group?
Well, I can tell you a quick story about that. When I was in the Sylacauga High Glee Club in 7th, 8th, and 9th grade, we got a new Glee Club instructor come in, and he was testing up us for parts, and he told me that I was the only one he'd ever seen that could sing between the notes. And it insulted me. I didn't know if he was kidding or serious, but I quit the Glee Club, and I haven't sung
Never
since.
looked back, have you?
Never sung since, except in the shower somewhere.
6:30 Thursday night, First Presbyterian Church in Sylacauga, the Carols of Christmas. Admission is 3 non-perishable food items or a $5 donation. And these folks that's involved in this, as far as the singers and stuff like that, they're all local people.
All local folks. All of them went to Sylacauga High School, except Matt Crocker and Rocky Lucas did not. All the rest of them did. Rocky's from Daybreak, and I'm not sure where Matt's from, but he's a relative newcomer to Sylacauga. All of them very talented.
And we got Chris and Virginia Phillips too, and boy, what a fantastic they are.
Yeah, they were here at Sylacauga, or he was at First United Methodist Church for several years, and he's over in Jackson, Mississippi now, and found him a new bride over there, and they're very happy and very talented, and they're going to be here to kept the show off.
No doubt about it. And that's all going to be at First Presbyterian Church in Sylacauga. Starts at 6:30, and plenty of space for people to come be a part of it.
Well, I cannot tell a lie. It's going to be crowded.
All right.
So you better come early.
We like that.
That's a great problem to have. And I don't think it'll be a problem. I think we'll have room, but it will be crowded. If everybody comes, it tells me that they're going to be there. We're going to have a good crowd. And we always have had a good crowd, though. And adding Chris to the program this year and his wife, Virginia, I think that's going to make the crowd even better than
How did this get started?
I just had the idea back sometime after I went to work at the Carehouse that we needed to do something in the community that people would see the Carehouse activities and help support us financially. And the admission, by the way, is there's no real charge. We accept donations, $5 or more, or 3 non-perishable food items. Get in. We never have turned anybody away, though, so if you want to come, you ain't got $5 eat your food, come on anyway. So we'll be glad to have you. But it is our only real fundraiser that we have, and we do pretty well on it every year.
Well, the Carehouse, one of the tremendous ministers in our community that helps a lot of families and individuals, and it takes finances to operate a ministry like this.
Yeah, the main question I get asked is, do you need money or food? And I say, well, the short answer is we need both. We can't operate without either one of them. And and our community is very kind. They support the Carehouse very well.
The Camaradas, the Spring Street 4, and special guests Chris and Virginia Phillips, they'll all be at First Presbyterian Church at 6:30 on Thursday night, December 19th. And, you can bring, if you want to bring more than 3 non-perishable food items, you can do that. If you want to give $5, if you want to give $500 or $5,000, you can do that, because it's going to a great cause, and it's going to positively affect a lot of families and individuals for the next year. So we want you to be a part of it, the Carols of Christmas, and I promise you this: if Earl gets $100,000, there's people in Alabama that can stroke a check for $100,000, not even blink an eye. They're watching this show today. They do that, Earl Lewis and I'll sing.
We'll sing White Christmas.
There you go.
Okay.
Do you know it? Can I just hum?
We'll have to get Bean to lead it for us.
The Carols of Christmas. It's a wonderful time of the year.
It really is.
And we want to give back to the community as well as supporting the Carehouse. So be a part of that. And do you have a favorite story that you can share about this event from down through the years?
Jimmy, I don't really, because every one that we've had has been real good, and we've had this same group or parts of these same groups every time. And last year they surprised me. This is maybe a good story. They came out in all those ugly sweaters that everybody's wearing now, and I said, "What in the world are y'all doing?" They said, "Well, everybody wears these things now." So and they put some reindeer horns on me, and it wouldn't let me take them off there for a few minutes, so that was funny. To somebody, it wasn't very funny to me.
Coach Earl Lewis, our guest this morning from the Sylacauga Carehouse and the Carols of Christmas, featuring the Camaradas, the Spring Street 4, with special guests Chris and Virginia Phillips. And when these groups come, they've prepared for this. It's just not something thrown together.
They've been practiced last Saturday and a day or two before that, and they're going to all practice together Thursday afternoon before time for the show with Chris being here. He'll come in Thursday sometime, and the plans are now for, let's say, change for some reason. The Spring Street 4 will go first, and then the Camaradas, and then Chris and Virginia, and then the whole group's going to do one finale, I guess you'd call it, at the end together. And there's some real talent. I know people that are watching this that have heard them before.
Oh, yeah.
No, but there's some real genuine talent here. It's not your average backdoor group that's singing there. They're good.
You got a favorite Christmas song you like, Carol, better than others?
I guess probably Joy to the World, which is a lot of people's favorite carol. And then some of those more popular songs, they're not actually carols. They Run, Rudolph, Run, and
it is joy to the world.
Oh yeah, certainly. That's the purpose of to us to highlight what Christmas is all about, and at the same time have some fun with it, and raise a little money to support Carehouse.
There you go. We'll be a part of it over at First Presbyterian Church Thursday night at 6:30. Come early and get you a good seat and be a part of the camaradas of Spring Street 4 with special guests Chris and Virginia Phillips. Admission 3 non-perishable food items or more, or $5 donation or more. You can do it. Be a part of this coming up Thursday night at First Presbyterian Church, a ministry of the Carehouse. And Earl, thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much. Appreciate being on.
We got more Daybreak just ahead. Don't go away.